Costa Mesa's spacious Fairview Park is a gem of nature. It is home to miles of scenic trails, bluffs with ocean views, and ecologically rich vernal pools, and a lush riparian habitat. What was once neglected land has transformed into a vibrant ecosystem teeming with wildlife. In September 2009, thanks to numerous funds and grants, an extensive restoration effort breathed new life into the habitat. Improvements included plantings of habitat, irrigation, and water delivery systems, as well as multi-purpose trails.
It's such a great event. It's more of a fun family atmosphere. Having it at this park with the trains has always been kind of a novelty, and it really does bring Costa Mesa and all over Orange County to come out and have just a great festival.
I'm having so fun.
The thing that I find truly great about that event is so many elementary school age kids get involved and get to show off their creativity. But we're not done yet. We've still got more great local stories as we take you around town.
This is the 50th anniversary of the Costa Mesa Historical Society. We're going to have all kinds of crafts, friendship bracelets, corn husk dolls, make your own adobe brick. How about that? Almost to this day, 50 years ago, the Historical Society was started specifically to run this adobe as a museum. And this is a big time for us. We've been partners with the city. The Segerstrom family has donated this land and this building. Segerstrom development fees have paid for its upkeep, and the city has maintained the outside of the building and the park, and we take care of the inside of the building as a museum for everyone to enjoy.
It's amazing what kind of events, what kind of historical activities that we kind of commemorate or reflect on and talk about. So milestones are important, and reflecting on them is too.
What's inside the museum is a look back in history basically to the Rancho times, the Mission times, and the first Anglos that came to the area here. So it's a look back as to what happened right here in Costa Mesa up to 300, 400, 500 years ago, up to today.
We started Railmakers in 1969 to respond to the boom in boat building in Costa Mesa. And Costa Mesa became, in the 70s, the boat building capital of the world. And there was a tremendous demand for all types of marine products. We saw the fabrication of stainless steel railings for boats as not only a profitable but a necessary industry, and Costa Mesa made a perfect home for us.
We got this great barn and all this equipment. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the barn is incredible. I mean, it predates. The house was built in 1915 and the barn is older than that. But really, I wouldn't do it justice if I didn't kick you over to Oscar Mendez. Oscar runs the farming operation and he is aware of all the details that your viewers will love.
Oscar's going to be willing to talk to us and tell us a little bit about some of that great equipment and the barn.
He loves it, absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you, buddy. I so much appreciate it. We're going to head out right now and we're going to try and hunt down Oscar. Okay, well, I'm really excited to be over here at the Sagerstrom Ranch. Joining me right now is Oscar Mendez. Oscar is the operations manager for the farm over here. Tell me a little bit about your duties daily today.
Well, I'm in charge, like you say, I'm in charge of the farming operations. So whatever needs to be done, I mean, regarding the farm, you know, I'm here.
One of the really awesome things about this is all the equipment that you guys have, and it's actually housed in that great barn behind us. Tell us a little bit about the barn, what you can tell us about that.
Well, what I know, it's this barn, it was built 1908, and this is the second barn built in the same place.
On Saturday, March 11th at 10:30 in the morning, you're invited to attend the Fire Station #1 reconstruction project groundbreaking ceremony. The event will include some light bites and a good time, so stop by and learn a thing or two about the project and show some support. In the following week, the Friends of the Costa Mesa Libraries are hosting author Chris Epting and his presentation of President Roosevelt in the Yosemite National Park. Take a trip back to 1903 and learn of Roosevelt's 3-day trip to California and how that changed the history of our national park system. Good coverage on the pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Mesa! Ben Swanson to Christian via Verde on 3rd and 10, 30-yard score, and there you go, Bob. There's the touchdown that Mesa needed.
And I want to tell you, Ben Swanson, he just threw an absolute beautiful pass out there. There's a penalty on the end of it. It'll be applied, I believe, on the kickoff. It's against Estancia. But boy, did Swanson just throw a gorgeous pass right over the top of the defender. He got one-on-one coverage out there, and he dropped that pass in right on the hands of his receiver in for the touchdown. A huge, I can't overstate how huge that is for Costa Mesa right now.
Modern, chic, minimalist, with a touch of elegant Christmas decor. And I forgot to mention, there's a pretty cool pool table right behind me. Let's take a look at the Johnson's home.
We've lived here for 14 years and remodeled the whole house. So we added on about 1,200 square feet and then just updated and modernized the house. The style of home is very minimalistic, somewhat contemporary. We like a lot of modern furniture and furnishings. The house has 5 bedrooms. It originally had 2.5 bathrooms.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Galuzian, CSI Unit Supervisor for the Costa Mesa Police Department. I'm currently in charge of 3 crime scene specialists, and we are responsible for going out to crime scenes, collecting physical evidence, and documenting a crime scene through photography, crime scene sketching, looking for any fingerprints that are left behind by our suspects, and also swabbing items for possible DNA. So Ashley lifted these from a recovered stolen vehicle, and we'll put it into the APHIS system and hopefully get a hit.
Okay.
I work very closely with the Detective Bureau. Lieutenant Beckman is in charge of the detectives and also the CSI unit and also our Special Investigations unit. So I deal with him, I brief him as to what's going on in the CSI unit.
Kim is a tenacious individual. She is very steadfast in her resolve, and she came in at a time when we were experiencing a lot of staffing challenges, and so it was incumbent upon the supervisor that came in here to not only be a supervisor but also have the technical skills of the line level staff.
So part of this event has VIP, which we are, right?
I don't know how we got to be VIPs, but since we are, let's go inside and see what they have going on in here.
I think I'm more like VIH.
What does VIH stand for?
Very important host. All right.
Hi, very well. How are you guys doing?
Welcome to our event.
So what do we have in here?
For special VIP folks, we have a lot of souvenir.
Nice.
Yes, as well as aprons here for the chef to sign. So go ahead and go around the different station and they'll sign off for you.
All right. VIP's out. Well, I think you recognize CMTV viewers. Anais, Tanji, Anais, tell me a little bit about tonight's event.
Oh my goodness. Tonight is the first of its kind. We have the Orange County Asian Pacific Islander Community Association here tonight. 16 different restaurants in our fabulous farm stands, and about 500 people that are coming to join SoCo's culinary destination. There's so many Asian chefs in the Costa Mesa community, and this is a great way to bring everybody together right here at SoCo.
The cars do have ballistic panels. When we do high-risk stuff, you usually want, something between you and the bad guy, especially if there's potential for firearms being involved. And so typically what we like to do is put the car between us and them, but now we have the ability to have that ballistic panel also built into the door just to give us a little bit more protection. Mostly when you're dealing with the suspect, all the cars have had the cages that go between the front seats and the rear seat. But now what we have is the way that the seat belts are set up. You used to have to reach across your arrestee to put the seatbelt on them. And of course, when you reach across the arrestee, you're exposing your entire side to them, even though they're handcuffed. So now the way that the seatbelts are made, so you pull it across the arrestee and it hooks up over their shoulder, so you don't have to reach across them to do it.
Historically in police work, you will find that we occasionally arrest someone who is agitated or under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and they are able to manipulate themselves in the back seat to where they occasionally will kick out one of our rear windows in the back seat. Not only is that a safety issue for us, a risk of injury to the arrestee or escape, but also the city incurs a cost of replacement of those windows. One of the features that we looked at when we bought this new model fleet of vehicles was installing bars along the inside of our rear windows that virtually eliminate the opportunity for a suspect or arrestee to kick out those windows. It's just a really nice feature. Because of our need to replace vehicles when we did, we were one of the first agencies to step out and purchase the first model year of the Ford Interceptor sedan and SUV. Hence, a lot of agencies were looking at what we were doing with ours.
We're doing a lot of crosstalk and sharing of information with them and saying, oh, look, this is how we set our cars up. Our staff that worked on this put a lot of time into really doing the research, finding out what equipment was available, because we wanted to be able to say, okay, look, we're going to go top shelf on this so that it lasts longer, the usability is far better. Because we got out ahead of it, I think a lot of other agencies are saying, okay, let's do what they did.
Like Shakira when you wind and grind. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. You so fine, wanna leave the light on. Get ready. Pound it, pound. Pound it, pound. Pound it, pound. Thank you.